My name's Professor Henry Buisa. I teach entrepreneurship at the Jomo Kenyatta University of Agriculture and Technology. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today, I want to talk about Kenyans with bad manners. Did I say bad? Yes, bad, alias bad manners. Now, on this date, the 30th of June 2019, a body presumed to be Kenyan fell on British soil into this Clapham, London garden. And it was said to have fallen from a plane. So those were the events of 30th June 2019. Now, for some reason, technology was used to produce an effect, and the British Sky News decided it was some poor Kenyan and even named him and even where he worked. Well, Sky News has since apologized for this fake news. Well, journalists rushing to make conclusions is not my focus now. It is a sad story that someone lost life, probably in a bid to get greener pastures. But in entrepreneurship, we believe in the saying that every cloud has a silver lining. Yes, that cloud there has a silver lining. So what is my silver lining? It has given me an opportunity to walk down memory lane of Kenyans and the bad manners. Well, for startup, there is some history. I can hear a plane overhead. That sound of a plane? Yes, that sounds like a plane. There it is, flying over my house. Hopefully nobody will fall from it. Yes, the plane is flying over my house. I'm in my house. I'm doing this. Nobody, I hope, will fall down. Well, so for startups, there is some history of Kenya, Britain, and planes. Let me start as early as I can. 1915. You can see those pictures. Mactau Station. This is in Kenya, in Taita Taveta. The year is 1915. So, we are told that the first Kenyan Africans to see a plane were the Taitas. And that plane? Well, that is the location of Taita. You can see Kenya, Tanzania, Uganda, Indian Ocean. Taita Taveta is on the border, Kenya and Tanzania. So a bit of history. First, the Taita Taveta people are a Bantu people, and they border Tanzania. They are Kenyans. I mean, there's a Kenyan tribe. Of course, it may flow into Tanzania, but we're talking about the Kenyan Taita Taveta people. So during the World War I, Kenya was a British territory, while Tanzania was a German territory. And the Taveta became a battlefield with an airstrip constructed to be stopover for British military planes out of surveillance of Germans. Now this made the Taita Taveta people the first Kenyan Africans to see planes in 1915. Sad to say, the historical Makatao airstrip is now a neglected bush. But again, this is not my story today. Now, a little bit of the aviation history of East Africa. 1924, talk about air link between Britain and East Africa started. 1926, seaplane Pelican launched for physical survey of the Khartoum-Kisumu route. 1929, Mrs. Florence Wilson operates a service link between Mombasa, Dar es Salaam, Nairobi. In 1931, the first regular service with Wilson Airways connecting with Imperial Airways. That's a brief history of Kenya planes. Look at that. 10th September 1928 saw the first plane registered in Kenya, having first been flown in Africa in 1926. It was named Miss Kenya, and it was first registered as GKAA and later as VPKAA. It had come to Kenya in parts by sea, then by train to Makatao Station near Voi, where it was assembled, and it made its maiden flight to Machakos, which was the capital of the British Protectorate, or what we now call Kenya. That first plane now sits in a UK museum. First flown in Kenya, now sitting in UK museum. 1968, Morris Tito Katamba from Nyeri County made an aircraft he named Kenya 1 and went ahead to fly it. Unfortunately, very few Kenyans know anything about this Standard 2 dropout, and the government has not invested much in him. Opportunities. 2005, a Kitale Manhouse schoolboy, Harrison Etiang, took to the sky with his homemade aeroplane. He was seeking to realize creativity and entrepreneurship attitude. In response to his failed experiment, the government closed off the skies to homemade flying objects. Creativity, schoolboy. Well, he went on, because he'd been barred from trying his experiments in the air, he went on to make a car. And indeed, go down to Busia and you'll get Etiana driving his cars. Now, 2010. At 42 years of age, Gabriel Nderitu builds a plane. There he is with his plane. So Kenyans with bad manners. In 2013, George Tumuti, a Kenyan college dropout because of lack of fees, was reported to have built a plane using scrap metal, and indeed, he got recognition for significant contribution and a dedicated service to community by the Kiambu County government. You see, at least here, we see some recognition of creativity. In 2014, a farmhand, Onesimus Mwangi, from the Nairobi district of Magomano, managed to build a 24 kg helicopter from scrap metal, which he flew a foot off the ground. But of course, his boss fired him, arguing that media attention was distracting him from his chores or his work that was employed for. Here again, creativity napped. 2014 again, the Naivasha police bar a student, a 20-year-old student, from flying homemade aircraft. But despite the move, the 20-year-old Mary University student, Eric Paul Karanja, was optimistic that he could one day fly, adding that he was committed to fulfilling his dream. Yes, talk of dreams. Eliud Kipchoge dreamed that he was going to be the first man to run a marathon in under 2 hours. He went ahead and fulfilled his dream. In entrepreneurship, dreams are valid. And now, about the bad behavior. 2016, some hero for Bungoma people died. 2016. Now, watch these people. That helicopter had carried the body of that Bungoma hero. Landing in Bungoma, the crowd, for security purposes, they had already gathered all around the plane, and the pilot decides he's not going to land, not going to allow the people view the body of their hero. People were annoyed, and they wanted to hold that helicopter down until they view their body. Watch that. About 3-4 people holding on the plane, hoping that they hold it down. Of course, 2 of them dropped off, but one persisted. Look, he is even displaying James Bond techniques. Look at those acrobatic maneuvers in the air, hanging on the plane. Is it bad or bad manners? There he is. You can see still hanging on the plane. That is the gentleman. Of course, he later fell off. He was hurt. And he warned other youth, don't try this at home. 2017, watch that. That's a man sitting on a chopper. This is a Meru County fanatic follower of Kenya's political enigma, Raila Odinga. He wanted to escort his politician through air. Look, he's comfortably sitting on the chopper. He's even like the Bungoma counterpart. He's also displaying his own James Bond techniques, waving at people, very comfortable. There he is. Well, he was later arrested, but he was not apologetic for what he had enjoyed. In February 2018, a body which was not identifiable of an African male was found after the Kenya Airways flight from Kinshasa in the DRC made an emergency landing in Nairobi. Of course, the body had frozen to death. Later, KQ, Kenya Airways, originating from Johannesburg, was called to turn back. And why? Because an unidentified person was on the plane as a stowaway, and it was going back to offloading. So what's my parting shot? Yes, I have my parting shot. Like Eliud Kipchoge will say, no human is limited. I will say, Kenyans are entrepreneurial, but the country lacks entrepreneurial policy. If you followed that link of my YouTube, you will read about my entrepreneurship policy and SME policy. I'm differentiating. not Kenya, indeed Africa. Africa lacks entrepreneurial policy. All those bad manners that we have seen, if mobilized, harvested, nurtured, that's creativity that could even propel our content forward. Well, if you liked it, subscribe to my channel. But then also add the post of like, thumbs up. Watch this space for more entrepreneurship related videos. Thank you for watching. I was your entrepreneurship tutor, entrepreneurship professor, Professor Henry Buisa. Welcome, enjoy yourself, and watch this space. Thank you.